Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon. Happy 2024. It's a new year, guys, and it's time to come back. So today we're going to do a simple everyday makeup that is going to be beginner friendly. And before we do that, kindly subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, please, and share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Enough of that, let us go straight into the video. So because it is a beginner friendly tutorial, we're going to start with eye makeup before anything else. So starting with the eyebrows, you're going to take a spoolie and brush the brows upwards. Please don't do this. We are brushing the eyebrows upwards because we're going to start lining the lower side of the brow before the upper side of the brow. And then to line the brows, we're going to use the Davis number 3 eye pencil. This is a dark brown eye pencil. Please avoid using black unless you have a very dark skin tone, okay? Yeah, it's almost done. You can see that. Anyway, where to line the lower side of the brow? You're going to start with the corner of the nose here. Not here, here, okay? And then you're going to place your first dot here. Where to start carving the lower side of the brow, you're going to follow the width of the eye, midpoint here, placing that second dot on the inner side. Don't do this on the inner side, okay? Where to stop lining the lower side of the brow, you're going to follow the lower lash line, not the upper lash line. In that angle, like that, placing your last dot here. And then you're just going to follow those 3 dots to line the lower side of the brow. And before you start lining, make sure the eye pencil is very sharp. The edge is sharp, okay? If it is blunt, go and sharpen it again. Now when you're holding the pencil, make sure it's pointed straight towards your eye like this. Don't place it at an angle like this. Just following those 3 dots. And then when you're going to curve towards the outer corner, make sure you curve it outwards, not inwards. In an outwards angle, like you're coming outwards, okay? Don't bring it down. So before you start lining the upper side, you're going to level the brows, okay? Don't drag it down, just level, so it gives you a guideline on where exactly to follow when it comes to lining the upper side. Now remember where your eyebrow is curved on the lower side. On the upper side, you're just going to place a dot directly above where your eyebrow starts curving on the lower side, so here. So it gives you a guideline on where exactly to start curving the upper side of the brow as well, okay? Around the inner corner on the upper side, you're going to leave a bit of space, so you're going to start somewhere here. Now when you're connecting this towards where you're going to start curving, make sure it's more of a straight line. Don't make it too angled. Straight line or a very slight angle. If you make it too angled, you're going to look surprised the whole day. You're like you're in shock the whole day. Relax, okay? Now before we start filling in that, you're going to use a bar soap technique. You can choose a jar or wax, whichever one works for you, but I prefer using bar soap, okay? So you're going to take a bar soap, and then water, wet it with water, okay? And then you're going to rub on it after, and you're going to use the thick white foam that forms here, not the liquidy one, the thick white foam that forms here, okay? You're going to take your spoolie, take some of that thick white foam that forms here, and then use it to brush through the brows first before you start filling in. Okay, so around the inner corner, you're going to brush it upwards, around the inner corner. Then as you go towards the outer corner, make sure you brush the eyebrows in a way they just fit in between these 2 lines. They don't go above the line on the lower side or above the line on the upper side. And then after, you can take the flat side of the brush and use that to press down the brows so they stick onto the skin. And then allow for the soap to dry out completely fast before you start filling in. Next, to fill in, you're going to start from the outer corner going towards the inner corner, and you're going to use gentle strokes, very gentle strokes, starting from the outer corner. Please don't use too much force and don't scribble. Gentle strokes, and you're going to focus more on the areas you feel like there is a space. Where your natural hairs are very visible, leave that area alone, okay? For my beginners, around the inner corner, you can tilt the eye pencil like this, not this way, okay? And you're just going to create a shadow starting from the lower side, like this. And when you're creating the shadow, make sure you're using very little force, okay? So starting from the lower line, going up like that, make sure you use a very little force, so it gives you that ombre effect on the inner corner. So next, to clean the brows, you're going to use a flat brush, flat on both sides, flat on the surface. Please avoid using an angle brush if you're still a beginner. And to clean, you're going to use a concealer 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. For me, I'm going to use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Fawn is spelled F-A-W-N. When you're applying the product onto the brush, make sure you do it side to side, so the product is concentrated mostly on the side of the brush, not on the tip of the brush. Please don't dip the product, like the brush onto the product like this, okay? You don't want a white thick line forming on your brows when you're cleaning, okay? Now, if you're still a beginner and you don't know how to hold the brush, let me just teach you a technique that may work for you. You can try it out and let me know if it works, okay? So you're going to hold the brush in between these 2 fingers, the middle finger and the index finger, in between these 2. So it's going to be pointed like this, okay? And then you can use your thumb down here as a support, here down, okay? And then when you're holding the brush, make sure it's seated on this angle like this. Don't point it towards the eye. Make sure it's seated on this angle, okay? Like that. So you can use your middle finger as a support system. When you start cleaning, your hands don't tremble. They're stable all the way through, okay? Now, when it comes to cleaning, around the inner corner especially, don't start directly from the inner corner. Leave a bit of space. Don't start here, leave a bit of space. So you're going to start cleaning from somewhere here, okay? And when you're done cleaning, make sure you drag the concealer down as you go. If you're still a beginner, I would recommend you drag it sideways. Don't do up, down, sideways, down, like that. And then immediately after, you can use your finger and just blend in this edge before that concealer dries out completely. So you're going to use a foundation that matches your skin tone on the inner corner, not the concealer, okay? Around the inner corner, use a foundation that matches your skin tone, so it's easier for you to blend in when you're blending in a foundation later on. You don't want this space looking brighter, okay? Okay, so another mistake we do, beginners especially do, yeah? When you're carving, especially around the inner corner, don't start too low and then your curve is too high. That is when you look shocked. You look like a cartoon character. Make sure there is balance, okay, between this arc, between where you start here and where the arc starts. Don't start too low and put the arc too high, okay? After that, you're going to take a fluffy brush, and you're just going to blend in this product here before it dries out, okay? It's very, very important for you to do that before you move on to the next step. And then after that, you're going to take a finishing powder that matches your skin tone, and you're just going to set that concealer on the upper side before you move, okay? And because it's a simple everyday makeup, you're not going to do eyeshadow today. That is why I set that concealer immediately after. And one thing about me, yeah, you can go and set the whole lid if you want to. But when I'm not doing eyeshadow, me personally, I don't set the whole lid. I leave the lower lid looking natural, so it gives that ombre effect regardless. Next, you're going to use a bit of eyeliner. I'm going to use the Inglot gel eyeliner in the shade 77. Okay, and I'm going to use an angle brush. You can use the liquid eyeliner if you have, or if you're not okay with eyeliner, you can just go straight ahead and do mascara. You don't need to do this step. So moving on to the face, before you start with foundation, you're going to prep your skin first. It's very, very important for you to prep your skin. So for skin prep procedure, you're going to start with a serum, sunscreen, moisturizer, primer, in that order, and then a foundation. But because I do not have, I don't have a serum at the moment here. Yeah? My serum is done, I'm sorry. We're going to use the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray first before the sunscreen. For the sunscreen, I'm going to use the Bondi Sands SPF 50. Bondi Sands SPF 50. It's actually suitable for all skin types. Then I'm going to apply that all over my face. Allow for it to set first before you move on to the moisturizer and stuff. This sunscreen is actually very, very good. It is very moisturizing. It does not leave any white casts. That is why I love it so much. As you can see, very moisturizing. You don't need to apply moisturizer on top of it. You can just go straight to primer after, okay? For primer, I am going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. And I'm only going to apply that on my T-zone areas. So here, around here, going to the forehead, and some along my smile lines. And then I'm going to tap that in, and after, allow for it to set first before you move on to foundation. And just for context, my skin type is dry skin, so that is why I'm applying the primer. It's a mattifying primer, this one, so I'm just going to apply that on my T-zone area alone. If you have oily skin, on the other hand, you can apply the primer on all other areas you have open pores. So now I'm going to use the Zikel foundation in the shade 020. This is actually a very full coverage foundation. Okay, for application, you're going to use a beauty blender. Make sure it's wet. You squeeze out the excess water on the beauty blender. Squeeze it out completely. You can use a dry towel to get the excess off. If the beauty blender still has some water in it, it won't blend in the foundation well. So we're going to start the application on the cheek area. Please avoid using applying foundation on your under eye, and then around the corner of your nose here, you're going to use very little product, okay? So going to start here, blend. To tap you, to blend, you're just going to tap, okay? Don't drag it down, tap it in. Tap. On the nose, you're going to start with a tiny amount of product, starting with the tip first, and then the product remaining on the beauty blender is what you're going to use to bring it to the corner of the nose, okay? So when it comes to the forehead, you're going to start blending in between the eyebrows first, going up. And then as you go up, you're going to tilt your beauty blender like this, in this angle. And then you're going to start blending just above the eyebrows, left to right, right to left. And make sure you spread that out, left to right, right to left, going up. And that would be it for foundation application. Now moving on to highlighting, you're going to use a concealer 2 shades lighter than your skin tone to highlight. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And you're going to start with the under eye. On the under eye, you're just going to a tiny bit of product around the inner corner and outer corner. Remember, on the under eye, we did not apply any foundation, so you're just going to apply concealer on the under eye alone, around the under eye, sorry. And then around the tip of the nose, 3 dots are enough. 1, 2, 3. That is enough, don't do too much. On the forehead, you're going to apply that in between, going in between the brows like that. And then, because you're still a beginner, move on to blend that in immediately. Don't wait for this concealer to dry. Now, my new beginners, that is, immediately after you blend in this concealer, set it in, especially on the under eye. If you want to avoid creasing on the under eyes, set that concealer in immediately after. After you're done blending like this, set it in. I'm going to fix this when I'm done setting, guys. So you're going to use a compact or finishing powder, a shade that matches the shade of that concealer. So it's going to be 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 330. Then you're going to you can either use a powder puff or the same beauty blender you were using, yeah? If you're going to use the same beauty blender you're using, make sure you use the side that has product. The side that has product, not the clean side. You're going to take a generous amount of this, okay, and use it to set, starting with the under eyes. To set, you're pressing it in. Press until it's set. And it's going to set so well without leaving powder residue, too much powder residue on your face. You don't want to walk around looking like you're the ghost of Gabatula. And you're going to set all the areas you highlighted using a concealer, so that includes the bridge of the nose, forehead, and maybe some around the lip. So you don't need to contour as a beginner, but I'm going to teach you guys regardless. So I'm going to use the Shaarz Cosmetics contour palette, and I'm going to use this shade here in particular. And because you're powder contouring, you're going to use a fluffy brush. Okay, so if you're a beginner and you don't know where exactly to place your cheek contour, you're going to use these 2 fingers. The thumb is going to be below your nose, and then the index finger above your ear, like this. So it gives you a guideline on where exactly to contour the cheek. You're going to start with the hairline, and your cheek contour should stop where your pupil ends, like this here. It should not go below this point. So for the technique, you're going to start with the hairline here, and in a sweep-like motion, you're blending it. Oh, Jesus. It has gone to my eye, I'm sorry. You're blending it upwards in a sweep-like motion, okay? And please don't go for a very harsh contour shade. Start with a subtle contour shade. Don't go for a harsh contour shade, okay? Again, it's a simple everyday look. You don't want a very harsh contour. For the forehead, you're going to use the product remaining on the brush, and you're going to blend into the hairline, okay? You don't want to use too much product on the forehead. We want a very, very subtle, not a harsh contour line on the forehead. If you're still a beginner, don't pressure yourself with the nose contour. You can learn how to blend everything else. Leave the nose contour alone until you know how to work yourself around blending, okay? And then you can use a finishing powder that matches your skin tone and blend here, especially around the contour here, so it blends into the skin. You don't want a harsh looking contour and then the rest of your face, but avoid doing that on the under eye. Avoid going over the under eye with the finishing powder. And then after, you can set now the whole face using a setting spray. I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last original, not the dewy, not the matte, the original version, okay? And I spray that from a distance, and I normally apply a generous amount, just so you know. And it's a simple everyday look, so you don't need to highlight. But if you need to highlight, you can go ahead and highlight. But on this particular look, you do not need to highlight. You can just walk around, you see that? Subtle, nothing more. And for the lips, let's just go ahead and do a nude lip, starting off with the brown liner. After lip lining, make sure you blend in the lip liner first before you apply lipstick. Very important. From Fabiola Beauty, I'm going to start off with Possessed. And then we're going to add Dazzle Gloss. It's a very good pinkish. And that would be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know what you think. I think I look stunning. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and you can request whichever video, sorry. You can request for whichever video you would want for me to do next on the comment section, okay? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Bye bye, and please remember to subscribe. Bye.